So tell me something about you in brief, Nishita.
Sure, sir. So thank you for letting me introduce myself, sir. My name is Nishita Ta. I am a final year student pursuing BTech in Electronics and Communication from Gitanjali Institute of Technical Studies. My current CGPA is 9. Coming to my education qualification, I have secured 79.33% in 10th RBSE board and 86.7% in 12th CBSE board. I have a good understanding of fundamentals of electronics and communication, including analog circuit, electronic device, microcontroller, and power electronics. I have completed my second year internship as embedded system developer intern at a startup company named as SG Looming Technology. And currently I am working as a hardware trainee at Pyrotech Electronics Private Limited. So talking about my projects, I have completed 2 projects. First one is smart automated wheelchair and the air quality monitoring system and dehumidification with a team of 6 members, including me. I have a good technical knowledge and eager to learn more about embedded system and IoT, circuit designing and analysis, simulation software like Proteus and PSpice. I am a team leader and with good communication and presentation skills. Thank you, sir, for that. That's all about me.
Okay. So Nishita, you are doing internship from Pyrotech and you have done internship from SG Loomberg, right?
Yes, sir.
So what was the learning outcome from both the internship?
Sir, I just gained first of all, I just gained the knowledge and the difference how the working experience of startup company as well as the industry. I did the work at startup company for 45 days only, and here I am currently working for the 6 months as a trainee.
Okay. So what difference you have seen in both the companies? And now you are working with manufacturing industries. What is the difference between both the organizations? What you have found better there in startup and what you have find better in manufacturing company?
So startup, I have experienced the environment is free. There is no micro level checking is there, like if you are doing or not. They also definitely they take update, but the work environment is different. And in industries, I just experienced I got a deeply knowledge, like from starting from the base to the next level. Like we are doing soldering as well. We are doing component setting. We are just learning each and component and revise what we have learned in our engineering. So in industry, I think we got a deeply knowledge.
In the Pyrotech, you are getting 6 months of internship, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yes, I got 6 months of internship.
How many students has got shortlisted? I think 2 or 4.
So we registered 4 students, but the 2 are in R&D department and 2 are in the production.
Okay, so you are in the R&D.
Yes, sir, I am in R&D.
What does it mean of R&D, Nishita?
Sir, it's basically the department in industry in which it stands as research and development. In there, the engineers are making the circuits, making PCB designing, making the device according to the customer required. So the designing, the PCB making, circuit designing, all are this include in the R&D department.
Okay, good. So I just wanted to know, because some of the students from electronics are also moving for the software development jobs, right? But your interest area, it seems that you are having inclination toward core electronics and some kind of electronics knowledge. So what do you feel? An electronics engineer can become a very good electronics engineer, or he can also become a very good software developer?
So according to me, my interest area from the starting is towards the hardware only. Not only the hardware, I have learned the coding as well. But right now, I just want to learn deeply in core hardware. If the student is interested in learning the hardware, then as a hardware engineer is also a great opportunity for many industries. And upcoming industries are based on as a made in India, the scheme is there. So upcoming industries really need hardly the ECs engineers, hardware engineers.
I am giving 3 examples. One student from electronics who is learning hardware and software both at a very good level. One example is this. Second example, somebody who is learning only hardware, he is not having any knowledge about software and he is not knowing and he is not much interest about software. And the third candidate is only he is knowing about software, he is not at all knowing anything from electronics, the core hardware of electronics. If I compare these all three segmentation, which you feel will be more successful in compared to any one of those, all three candidates?
Okay, sir.
In your opinion, the answer can vary, but in your opinion, what do you think as a student?
So according to me, as a fresher, I can say the student, I will choose the second option because, but the more, if you are asking the more successful, then the first one candidate is more, its first priority is goes to first one, having the hardware and software engineer knowledge.
Good.
But according to me, sir, as a going fresher, we have to stuck in we have to choose one domain firstly. After that, we are just gain the experience of software, either hardware in the company as well.
Okay. But all three parameters, what I have suggested, that is possible, or is anything impossible? Nothing is impossible.
Sir, it is possible.
These all possibilities can be there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You want to make career in the field of hardware only. You are not having any kind of inclination towards software.
Yes, I have learned, sir, but it's not on my daily basis practice.
But if you know also coding and you have this knowledge, whichever is required for any electronics engineer, that you are knowing it.
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay, Nishita, nice talking to you. I can give some positive remarks because out of those candidates I have already met in electronics, you are the best among all.
Nishita, so what kind of job role are you aiming to get from these campus interviews?
Sir, as an embedded hardware engineer, I want a job.
Embedded hardware engineer. So tell me, why should any company hire you as an embedded hardware engineer?
Sir, as I am working with the industry right now, I have gained so much technical knowledge and I am working as a hardware trainee as well. So in this field, I am just gaining the knowledge and I think I can be a hardware engineer at any company.
So what is the work of an embedded hardware engineer?
So basically, embedded hardware engineer design the circuits. They applied the logics according to the required output. And PCB designing is also considered in the embedded to design a controller as well.
So only design, right? Nothing else. He has to. And when you say design, matlab kya? एक drawing बना के देना है क्या करना है? Design मतलब क्या?
Designing and analyzing, it's like just using the component. The network should be using the electronic components. How the network will connect, how the.
वो ठीक है, आप मेरा सवाल समझो. मेरा सवाल ये है, आपने बोला embedded hardware engineer has the work of designing various things. Now, two questions, and you have not answered this. One, when you say design, meaning what?
Technical block diagram, we can say.
So technical block diagram of what?
So hardware components block diagram. Connectivity.
जो hardware components का आप block diagram बना के दो, उसमें क्या क्या होगा? Let's talk about that. What will that include?
So we include input side, required output side.
तो डिजाइन एक हो गया, एक ब्लॉक डायग्राम बनता है. चलिए ठीक है, आप डिजाइन आप बनाओगे कैसे? आपको वो डिजाइन बना के देना है मुझे. So what will be your first step in making that design?
So give me an example so that I can design accordingly. Or
आप लो एग्जांपल. एक हार्ड आपने कितनी सारी प्रोजेक्ट करी है? लास्ट प्रोजेक्ट क्या किया है?
Sir, last project I'm working on to making the car automation system.
कार ऑटोमेशन का डिजाइन बनाना है आपको. तो कहां से शुरू करोगे? What is the starting point for a design of car automation?
Okay, sir. So according to the output, मेरे को basically जो कार की door unlocking locking system है उसको change करना है by using the application.
आउटपुट कहाँ से
So
आएगा आपको? कोई तो आउट अपने आप बिना किसी से पूछे अपने आप आउटपुट डिसाइड कर लोगे?
no, so according to the customer, according to the people
तो
using
कस्टमर को
their
पहले
car.
क्यों नहीं लेके आते हो? आप अपना काम चालू कर देते हो, कस्टमर को साइड में बिठा के रख दिया, तू जो करना है करता रहे. So you need to first go to the customer and say, सर ये आपने मेरे को डिजाइन करने के लिए, इसमें क्या फंक्शनैलिटीज है, इसमें क्या आउटपुट चाहिए सर मुझे बताइए. दैट विल बी द फर्स्ट स्टेप. यू हैव गुड कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स, आपको प्रैक्टिकल काम भी कर रहे हो, नॉलेज भी है, पर अभी कंसेप्ट है ही नहीं, क्योंकि बेस ही नहीं है, पढ़ा ही नहीं है कुछ, तो नॉलेज आएगी कहां से? सो बिल्ड दैट कॉन्सेप्ट एंड रिलेट द वर्क दैट यू डूइंग टू दोज कॉन्सेप्ट्स एंड अप्लाई द कॉन्सेप्ट बैक टू वर्क. ठीक है?
Sure, sir, definitely.
Jita, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon,
Hello.
sir.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm good, sir.
Okay. Are you nervous or not?
Not too much, but little bit, sir.
Okay, that's fine. So a little bit nervousness should be there so that you can perform better. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So let me begin with first tell me the difference, because you showed interest in a hardware, and that's a very wonderful thing actually. So I wanted to know what is the difference between electronics and electrical. How will you define that? Okay. Yes.
The electronic engineer, the upcoming automation system and the AI system, the laptops, the electronics devices, all the electronic devices can made by electronic engineer. So the main role of electronic engineer is making the electronic devices and the upcoming newly AI designs, automation systems in their industries and in everywhere.
Okay.
And I'm not
Electrical.
quickly click on my mind about the
Okay,
electrical
doesn't
engineer.
matter. You
But
got to prepare better for electrical and electronic, the difference. So tell me, what is embedded system?
sir, embedded system is the combination of hardware as well as software of any devices, in which we can take an example of microcontroller. So the microcontroller hardware designing is embedded hardware named by hardware, and the coding to perform a specific task by the control IC, which is inbuilt in it controller. By coding of that IC, it named by hardware software system. So it is a combination of software as well as the hardware.
You said you built a wheelchair, right? A smart wheelchair,
Yes, sir.
right? Okay. So which processor or which system, what controller you use there?
Sir, we used Arduino initially, and we
Uh-huh.
want to shift on Raspberry Pi also, but we didn't work on it.
Okay. So Raspberry Pi, Arduino, it contains a controller or a processor?
Sir, Arduino is a microcontroller.
Microcontroller. Okay. So what is the difference between microprocessor and microcontroller?
Sir, controller is designed to perform a specific task, which include it have inbuilt, it have a memory chip, it have other extra pins also, but the processor doesn't have a memory storage, and this is the difference between controller and processor mainly.
Okay, it has to be more specific. Okay. Anyway, so you know what is op-amp? You said you are good in analog, so what is an op-amp?
Yes, sir. So op-amp is the operational amplifier IC, which
Okay.
perform a specific mathematical operation and calculation, as well as
Okay.
amplification.
Okay. What is the advantage of op-amp, using an op-amp?
So basically, by the using of IC, if we use transistor, then we have the large circuitry to making a logic gates and the calculation according to the calculation. But instead of it using to making a large circuit, we use a simple IC which we give output directly by in their according to their VLSI design.
So last question, okay? When you worked on embedded, did you hear the term co-design? Co-design, CODESIGN, co-design. 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 Co-de
No, sir, I didn't hear this.
Okay, that's a very important part of today's embedded systems. So you must brush up to those part also. Good luck, Nishita. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
sir.
Nice talking to you.